who's watching when we tearing it down. You know that magic that we got, nobody can touch. Looking for some trouble tonight. Take my hand, I'll show you the wild side. Like it's the last night of our lives. We'll keep dancing till we die. I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drums. Not ashamed that you came here with someone. So while you're here in my arms, let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young. Put your hands in the air, 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 put your hands in the air. We're gonna die young. Let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young. Punks taking shots, stripping down to dirty socks. Music up, getting hot. Kiss me, give me all you got. It's pretty obvious that you got a crush. That magic in your pants, it's making me blush. Looking for some trouble tonight. Take my hand, I'll show you the wild side. Like it's the last night of our lives. We'll keep dancing till we die.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans with the whole club was looking at her. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. Them baggy flat pants and the Reeboks with the straps. And yeah, that big booty is flat. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. I ain't never seen nothing better. We go, it's crazy. I don't like spinning window. Had $1 million vibe in the body to go. Them birthday cakes, they stole the show. So sexual, she was flexible, professional, drinking next to no. Hold up, wait a minute, do I see what I think I will? Hear the thing I see, sure they get low. Ain't the same when it's at the club. Make it rain, I'm making it snow. The pole, I got the bang bro. I'ma say that I prefer them no blow. I'm into that, I love women exposed. She threw it back at me, I gave her more. She no problem, I know where it comes. She had them little bottom jeans with the whole club was looking at her. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. Them baggy flat pants and the Reeboks with the straps. And yeah, that big booty is flat. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. Hey, what I gotta do to get you home? My jeans full of guap and they ready for show. Scarlett's made back for the sexy grown. Patron on the rocks that'll make you home. Come on, 2 steps, come on, 3 steps, come on. Now let's do green with you. Ain't gon' play, baby girl on the minute. I need a rubber band. That's why I told her legs on my shoulder. I know it was over that Henny and Cola got me like a soda. She ready to over. I couldn't control her, so lucky on me, I was just like a clover. Shorty was hot like a toaster. Sorry, but I had to fold her. Like a pornography poster, she showed her. Bottom jeans with the whole club was looking at her. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. Them baggy flat pants and the Reeboks with the straps. And yeah, that big booty is flat. She hit the flies, now you know. Shawty got low. Yeah, she was worth the money. Little mama took my cash, and I ain't want it back. The way she did that, got all them papers back. Tattoo a bubble crack. I had to have no bag. I was on it, sexy woman, baby showing, make me want it. 2 in the morning, I'm zoning, them rose bottles foaming. She wouldn't stop, made it drop. Shorty did that poppin' lock, had to break her off that clock. That was fine, just like my Glock. She hit the flies, now you know. with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it. Rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my fellas, put your hands in the air. Just feel right. Just feel right. Just feel. Just feel. Just feel. Kidding. You got me woke up. The way you roll that, sticky like okra. Just let me coach ya, show you about my culture. It's a late night show like donuts. Bitch, the party ain't over. Come grab it here and grab your friend by the lip. Let me know what you do. Body like we make of the year. You might make that play of the year. I already know that we don't play fair, but I think that you and your girl, give me some of that. We stand till the sun up. We stand and burn up. Can't nobody stop us. We gon' take it out till the sun up. We stand and burn up. Can't nobody stop us. We gon' take it out. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. We gon' take it out. Take a ride, wake up all night. Okay. We sunset until the sun up. I got my goals set, so don't you run up. It could be ugly. Think I need a wingman. I'm straight from California, smelling like a weed bitch. This right. I got to light up, so go and take a hit, dip, drip, one sip for the flip. I ain't seen none, don't bleed the flip. Make your man cease to exist. All this money don't make no sense. You scared? Give me some of that, give me some of that. Right here is my sway. Sway. All the girls are on me. Sway. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Girls on my pretty boy sway. Girl scream my name when I pretty boy sway. Watch me pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Pretty boy sway. Girls on my when I pretty boy sway. Girl scream my name when I pretty boy sway. Soldier, get out the way. Pretty boy coming through. Me and my crew, we swaggin' in the room. Girls on me heavy cause I look so sexy. Yellow diamond shouty in their clothes, straight flexing. I'm looking for a yellow zone, long hair star. Thick in the hips, come get in my car. So the party will start. We take off and go to Mars. Pretty boy take off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your necks. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. lose our inhibition. Follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out, bullets pulling me out. You wouldn't believe how we wild. We burn it till it's burned out, turn it till it's turned out. Act up from Northwest East Side. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get started, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah. Lose control, our body and soul. Don't move too fast, people just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. I hear about it, the P's will do it. Get started, get stupid. Don't worry about it, people will walk you through it step by step like they infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible and that's how we move it. Everybody,
I'm doing just fine now, it's over. I've been moving on and living my life, but occasionally I lose composure, and I can get you out of my mind. If I could go back in time, I'd do things differently. Yeah, I wouldn't think twice. I distract myself, think of someone else, but every now and then you remind me. Tell me when I'm lying in bed on my own. When I wake up and I don't see your name on my phone. To the moments where I think that I'm better alone. That's when I remember. That's when I remember every time.
Good afternoon and welcome to Swenson Pitch on the East Campus of Bridgewater State University for today's NCAA MASCAC matchup featuring the visiting Buccaneers of Mass Maritime and your Bears of Bridgewater State University. Today is our Women's Soccer Senior Day, and we'd first like to honor the 5 seniors from Massachusetts Maritime. Number 7, Ariel Damery. Number 9, Julia Quindley. Number 10, Jackie Damery. And number 11, Julia Podchesky. Head coach Yasmina Carvalho and the Bridgewater State women's soccer team would like to honor their seniors today. Beginning with number 9, Monica Ayers, accompanied by her mom Anna, dad Antonio, and brother Matthew. Monica has appeared in 32 games, has 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 points on 12 shots. Our program would not be the same without Monica Ayers, and will never be the same without Monica Ayers. Monica brings positivity, laughter, and so much team spirit to our program. Once she broke out of her shy shell, there was no turning back. Between her pregame locker room dancing, random pregame dance battles, belting songs on the bus, and her post-game flag celebrations, she is the epitome of what our program stands for. Competitive, but also knows how to have fun. Monica, you are really irreplaceable, and it will be extremely difficult to duplicate what you mean to this program. We cannot wait to see the impact you are going to have on the younger generation as you pursue your career in teaching. Ladies and gentlemen, number 9, Monica Ayers. Next, we have number 10, Erin Clancy, accompanied by mom Karen and dad Ray. Erin has appeared in 36 games, has 5 goals, 2 assists for 12 points on 34 shots. Our coaches are always saying there's nothing like a player who has a never give up mentality. Without a doubt, this is the type of player who Erin is. Erin is always achieving to be better. She does not settle for less and is always looking for areas to grow. Her success in our program is a direct reflection of someone who will never give up and will train at the highest intensity, fights for every inch, and gives her best not only for herself, but for her team's success, which leads us into more impressive character traits of being humble and caring. Her mindset over the last 4 years has always been we and not me. Erin always leads with actions, not words. Thank you, Erin, for showing up day in and day out for the past 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Erin Clancy. Next, we have number 11 and captain, Shelly Belcher, accompanied by Mom Diane, Dad Kenneth, Sister Stephanie, and brothers Wayne and Mikey. Shelly has appeared in 32 games, has 20 goals, 15 assists for 55 points on 159 shots, and 9 game-winning goals. Shelly is one of those players who we have witnessed blossom into a leader who not only walks the walk, but she now talks the talk. We are so proud of her effort in striving to find her voice as a leader on our team. What we love the most about Shelly is she is not driven by her success or her captain's title on the field. Rather, her drive comes from being a great leader and putting the needs of her team first over her own personal goals and successes. We all see her star power on the field, but us coaches and players are lucky to see her star power when she steps off the field. Shelly, we are so happy you found a home in our program and are forever grateful for all the positive attributes you have brought to our program. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Shelly Belcher. Next, we have number 13, Katie Ganshaw, accompanied by Dad Dieter and Mom Mary Sue. Katie has appeared in 16 games, including 8 starts, and has 6 team shutouts in the games that she has appeared in. The Katie G we know today is not the same Katie G who walked onto our campus 4 years ago. Katie has grown right before our eyes. A shy and timid first-year student has turned into a confident, sarcastic, and fun-loving young woman. Repeatedly, we have depended on Katie to not only be a voice and a leader during games, but also to be a voice that is heard and understood at practice. Katie, we are so very proud of the young woman you have grown into. We know this is just the beginning of such a wonderful journey ahead of you. Ladies and gentlemen, number 13, Katie Ganshaw. Next, we have number 16 and captain, Kelly Powers, accompanied by Mom Melissa and Dad Tim. Kelly has appeared in 34 games and has 1 goal and 2 assists for 4 points on 26 shots. A true and genuine leader is the perfect statement to describe Kelly Powers. Kelly has shown so much growth in her abilities to lead our team. During Kelly's sophomore year, we started to recognize something special about the way she communicates with her teammates and her expectations of them. She not only advocates for herself, but is also the first person to advocate for a teammate. Natural-born leaders are hard to come by. We are incredibly lucky to have gotten a diamond as bright as Kelly. KP, you will truly be missed. We hope you come back to our program in some sort of capacity soon. Ladies and gentlemen, number 16, Kelly Powers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bridgewater State University is a safe, respectful, and inclusive community. We welcome and respect freedom of speech in all forms of peaceful protest in support of social justice and racial equity. We are committed to providing and supporting learning and growing together in a welcoming and inclusive environment.
Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the Buccaneers of Mass Maritime. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Tallinn, Connecticut, number 00, Regan Kuritz. On defense, a sophomore from Halifax, Massachusetts, number 1, Kylie Marr. In the midfield, a junior from Canton, Massachusetts, number 5, Allie Reddish. On defense, a senior from Plymouth, Massachusetts, number 9, Julia Quinley. On defense, a senior from Plimpton, Massachusetts, number 10, Jackie Damery. On defense, a senior from Wallingford, Connecticut, number 11, Julia Podcheski. On forward, freshman from Brewster, Massachusetts, number 14, Brady Deschamps. On defense, a freshman from Linden, California, number 16, Bridget Broyolo. On defense, a sophomore from Auburn, Massachusetts, number 17, Taylor Blanton. On defense, a sophomore from Southington, Connecticut, number 20, Jenny Barilli. And in the midfield, a junior from Littleton, Massachusetts, number 23, Abigail Lenleave. The head coach for the Buccaneers is Lauren Salem. She's currently in her first season. And now for your Bears of Bridgewater State University. Starting in goal, a freshman from Bristol, Rhode Island, 0-0, Logan Lumbeck. On defense, a junior from Northborough, Massachusetts, number 8, Meg Keller. In the midfield, a senior from New Bedford, Massachusetts, number 9, Monica Ayers. A forward, senior from Middletown, Rhode Island, number 10, Erin Clancy. A forward, senior from Norton, Massachusetts, number 11, Shelly Belcher. On defense, a senior from Harwich, Massachusetts, number 12, Katie Ganshaw. In the midfield, a senior from Stoneham, Massachusetts, number 16, Kelly Powers. A forward, junior from Millbury, Massachusetts, number 18, Audra McDuffie. On defense, a freshman from Northeastern, Massachusetts, number 21, Lauren Selmer. On defense, a sophomore from Plymouth, Massachusetts, number 22, Bailey Brown. And in the midfield, a sophomore from Marlborough, Massachusetts, number 26, Mia Chrysovides. The head coach for the Bears is alum Yasmina Carvalho. She is in her 9th season, and she is assisted by Renee Trudeau, Lauren D'Souza, and Kelly Souza. Officials for today's contest are Colm Desmond, Leah Hayes, and Devin Miller. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
The NCAA, the Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference, and Bridgewater State University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, and any other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited.
It's senior day at Swenson Field. Bears women's soccer paying homage to 5 very important members of this side. Monica Ayers, Eric Clancy, Michelle Belcher, Katie Ganshaw, and Kelly Powers. All senior members of this side. Respect as well the seniors, the Buccaneers of Massachusetts Maritime Academy. Ariel Damery, Julia Quigley, Jackie Damery, and Julia Parcheski, all senior members of the Buccaneers side as well. Facing off here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bears Sports Network. I'm Matt Donahue on the call here with you. Two sides in very different positions in their season. The Bears come into this match 4-2 on the year, including 3-1-1 in the MASCAC. Buccaneers still in the hunt for their first MASCAC win, 0-4-1, 7-3 on the year overall. They have struggled to get exactly what they want, still sort of growing into their position. Both sides tally up one of their last chances for a MASCAC victory
this time for Africa.
Logan Levesque between the pipes in Bridgewater State for the Buccaneers. Reagan Carriage, sophomore from Monmouth, Connecticut.
This time for Africa.
Last time these two squads met was a year ago today in Buzzards Bay. It was Maritime Senior Day, and the Bears had their way with the Buccaneers with a 5-0 victory. 4 first-half goals for the Bears in that match. The Buccaneers looking to improve significantly over that today.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. Friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Back and forth, the bullshit. You know I said before, I don't mean it. It's been a while since I had your attention. So in my heart you hit it.
We're underway at 12:10 p.m. here in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Bears immediately with a quick strip. Boot up ahead, Belcher trying to control. Deflected off of Powers. An interesting drop back early. Ayers. Chrysophides along the side, putting the footwork on across, coming in fast is Keller, a big boot, but it's going to bounce easily to Karich. Reagan Karich, the sophomore from Connecticut. A save percentage of over 90. She has been plenty competent in net for the Buccaneers this season. Deep in Bears territory, but they're able to take it back. That one was picked off at Deschamps. Up to seemingly nobody, just barely keeping it inside was McDuffie, but it's out. Official incorrectly signaling it was in fact Bears ball. That one is definitely not. No dispute about that. Undisputably Bears ball thrown in by Brown. Deflected by Virilli. Podcheski. Podcheski breaking quickly, moving through a lot of defenders, but can't catch up, and it's deflected out of bounds by Katie Ganshaw. Service in from Maher. Headed around, Belcher trying to catch up with it, and does. Michelle Belcher by a considerable margin, this Bears side's points leader, and it's really not even close. 9 goals, 9 assists coming into the afternoon.
Good work, Aaron. Good
Trying
job,
to hang on
Aaron.
to it is Boriolo on the far side. It's going to roll out on the Bears' watch. Boriolo service in to Quindley. It's deflected back out. Bears will take over. Slips through, but it's too slow. And Karech able to grab it easily. Maher. Podcheski. Stolen by the Bears. Here comes Keller on the near side. Closing in is Maher. Works around. Sent backwards and out of bounds by Blanton. Service into Belcher. Back to Brown.
Good job.
Chrysophides dropping back to Keller.
Good, Aaron.
Clancy. Across, moving in fast is Selmayer. Loses control. A quick pickoff for the Buccaneers. Comes back the way of the Bears. Big boot in, well wide, no danger for Karech. .40 and a half to play in the first half. McDuffie on the far side, trying to be someone's assist, but she drops it to a whole bunch of Buccaneers. Too far for the blue. Brown tries to slide one in, a little bit more of a challenge for Karech, but a save nevertheless. Karech the punt from the 18. First hit is to Deschamps. Across, coming in is Virilli. Out of bounds. A couple of early shots on goal for the Bears, but neither side has had the chance to get a whole ton of offensive momentum going yet in the early going. Bucks hang on to it. Belcher keeps it out of the way of Quindley.
Good, good, good. Push her, push the pace. Beat her. Keep going.
Boot. And the Bears have it back. Bucks trying to control on the far side. Reddish can't catch up to it, but it's going to be a Buccaneers corner. First corner of the day comes just 6.5 minutes in. No juice put on it at all intentionally by the Buccaneers. Trying to manage, that one is well high. Looked like that was Quindley trying to finish a job, but it's well over the goal. Service in from Marr. Whistle, foul. Hitting the deck was Keller. Deschamps appeared to have been involved in the mix as well. Foul is evidently on Bridgewater State, and taking the free kick is Lalive. Abigail Lalive, the junior from Littleton, Mass. Service in. And that could have been dangerous. Trying to finish it up was Podchayski. Some square defense by Selmayer, but she's unable to prevent another whistle. So the Bucks will take their second corner kick of the afternoon. This one more gas, trying to step out in front and doing so.
Good job, Kelly.
Hard fought defense by Chrysophides. She gets it back now, doing the dance with Damery, Jackie Damery. Heave in from Podchayski, but that one's too far and not enough cut. Selmayer chasing it down. And the Bears are back at the controls. Across to Ayers.
Nice passing.
Up, Belcher, trying to hang. Slows it up. Up ahead, too far for anybody, too far for Chrysophides, and it's chased down by Blanton. Blanton slid through to nobody. It's going to be a pair of bare feet getting it, or a pair of bare hands as it rolls out of bounds. Brown with the toss in. Conrad, correction, Ayers. Deschamps, Barilli, trying to get Deschamps back, but a whistle and a foul, body's hitting the deck. Deschamps went down, Keller went down. And the foul is going to again be on Bridgewater. Free kick coming up from Podchayski, one of Mass Maritime seniors from Wallingford, Connecticut. Arc in directly into the arms of Levesque. Boot by Brown. Blanton. Another boot. This one out of bounds, and it's a 3D experience in the first row of the stands. Marr the service in. Jackie Damery picked off quickly by Ayers. A tough contest. That one's going to be Buccaneers ball yet again. Both sides with grand offensive ambitions here in the opening minutes,
Nice, Aaron.
but yet to see many of them come to fruition. Brown across to Chrysophides.
Good move. Go, make that run, make that run.
Chrysophides, Belcher trying to finish it, and it's in! Michelle Belcher with a long ball over the head of Reagan Parrish, and it's 1-0 Bears. Belcher's 10th goal of the season. Michelle Belcher, one of the seniors being celebrated here today. She puts on quite a show for us. The long shot simply over the outstretched arms of Reagan Karich to put the Bears up 1-0 with 33 and a half left in the first half. And the Buccaneers now find themselves with their backs against the wall. A foreboding start.
Bridgewater State Bears goal scored by number 11, Shelly Belcher. Assisted by number 26, Mia Christofides, and number 22, Bailey Brown at 33-36 of the first half.
Brown and Christofides are
That's
credited
Belcher
with
from
assists on the
Christofides
play.
and Brown at 33-36.
Altogether a 4-point play between the three of them. And it's 1-0 Bears.
Come on, be here.
Chasing down a misplaced long shot is Blanton. She'll let it roll out. Boriolo will have the toss in. Michelle Belcher, just a week and change ago, was the MASCAC Women's Soccer Player of the Week for the week of October 10th. And simultaneously, Logan Levesque, who's between the pipes for Bridgewater State today, was MASCAC Women's Soccer Rookie of the Week in the same week. Here's Belcher again. Slow speed, deflected by Virilli. Trying to hang on is Christofides. Control maintenance, back to Brown. Brown across, interrupted by Jackie Damry. Big deflection. Keller couldn't get any distance. And it comes right back to Deschamps. Arc. Bucks aren't going to be able to chase it down. Deflected back off of Virilli. Christofides. It comes to Maher instead. Maher interrupted. Big belter by Selmayer. But chasing it down easily is Blanton, and she'll boot it back and out of bounds. Interior, picked off. Bucks in an early hole trying to maintain any semblance of offensive cohesion that they can. Whistle, foul, and that one will benefit Maritime. Free kick coming for the Bucks, but they're deep within their own territory. It will be at best a chance to start an offensive drive. But it won't directly lead to a goal. Officials are doing some housekeeping, and the clock is stopped at 29 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the half. Housekeeping must be done. Free kick is off. Out of bounds promptly off the feet of Quindley. Toss in is to Belcher. Kept inside by Selmayer. Belcher. Cut across, trying to get Chrysophides. Deflected successfully to Powers. She's trying to navigate, falls back instead to Belcher. And that one was a quick threat. Belcher across to Brown. Brown through. Hanging on is Powers. Up. Picked off by the Bucks. Varilli. Inside through traffic to Deschamps. Out of bounds. Off the Bears. Maher the toss in to Damery. Ends up out of bounds off of Chrysophides. A valiant effort at a pickoff that could not come to fruition. Deflected off of Maher. Interesting play by Powers. And it's Bears ball.
Good job. Good job, Monica. Good job, Monica.
Powers, one of the... Looked like Powers was being subbed out. Monica Ayers is being subbed out. Her replacement will be McKenna Lessard, the East Bridgewater native. Powers is indeed being subbed out. Two things are true at the same time. And her replacement is the grad student Madeline Warren. Chrysophides working around. Up to Morin. Morin feed through, trying to set up McDuffie. McDuffie grabs. Deflected out, and a solid job on that last play by Blanton, not giving up the corner kick. This time the Bears deflected out. Maher will have service in. Morin trying to feed through. Blanton. Slow roller out of bounds. Brown the toss in to Belcher. Belcher just barely gives the official enough time to get out of the way, and that time Karech is able to put her gloves around it. 1-0 Bridgewater with 26.5 to play in the half. Selmayer headed that one out of bounds. Chasing it down out of bounds. Oriolo. Oriolo from Linden, California in San Joaquin County, not far from Stockton. One of the further flung members of either side. Official has to do quite the jump over the ball as it comes his way. Great avoidance. Oriolo on the far side, up ahead. Deschamps. Deschamps hits the deck, no whistle. The Bears take over. Selmayer got in the mix with her there. Chrysophides back to Brown. Brown across. And a whistle stops play, a late foul call. Belcher. Correction. Clancy hit the deck. Selmayer will take the free. About 50 yards out. Selmayer doesn't get much space on it, and it's easily deflected back by Podchayski. Chased down in the backfield by Ganshaw, and Levesque sees some of her first action in a while, booting it back up. Quindley. Picked up by Boriolo, out of bounds, off the Buccaneers. Bears lead 1-0 with just under 24 to play in the half. And they've asserted themselves early. 5 shots compared to just 2 for the Buccaneers. 4 shots on goal compared to just 1 for Mass Maritime. And of course, one of those, the goal from Belcher. Feed across. Trying to keep it is Chrysofides, back to Brown. Brown, hang time. That one was wide anyway, but grabbed by Karich, leaving nothing to chance. Bears also, meanwhile, have been a little bit on the reckless side, have committed 3 fouls. Mass Maritime whistled for just 1. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Bears ball. Into Clancy. Airtime. Up ahead, trying to pick it up is Morin. Trying to keep it inside is Morin. Disputed with Lelieve. There's made another substitution. McDuffie took a breather. Sydney Souza will take her place. An easy grab for Karich. Karich the punt. And right out of bounds off of her.
Come on, come on.
Bucks, as good as the individual pieces are, have struggled a bit this year. Lost 3 in a row until Wednesday. Took a 1-0 victory over Fisher in Buzzards Bay. Have yet to win a conference game, and it's a fortune they'd like to change this afternoon. 0-4-1 in MASCAC play. Losses Fitchburg, Salem, MCLA, as that shot is well high. Fitchburg, Salem, MCLA was a draw. Losses to Westfield and Framingham as well. This is their 6th conference tilt of the season. Ditto for the Bears, who come into this 3-1-1. Karich, the goal kick. Out to Mar. Chrysofides. Feed across. You'll excuse my absence from the broadcast. A rather large bee entered the booth, and I had to play pest control briefly. We're back at it. Belcher with the free kick, deflected promptly off of Blanton. Through to nobody at first, trying to chase it down is Podchayski, and she will. Watched by Belcher. Podchayski up again. Intended target was Deschamps, but it's deflected out of bounds by Ganshaw. 1-0 Bears, under 20 to play in the half. Barilli gave it airtime, but didn't get as much direction as she wanted. Grabbed by Quindley. Trying to chase it down is Lessard. It will come instead to the Bucks. Breaking fast, Boriolo. In front of her is Souza, and Souza grabs it. Souza across to Belcher. Belcher, Souza gives it back to her. Arc across, not enough cut. Chasing it down is Clancy. Brown. Straight shot. Deflected by Belcher. Correction, deflected, I believe, by Souza. The Buccaneers are starting to get wise to some of Bridgewater's offensive drives. Belcher, a little too far for her, but she'll retrieve. Up to Chrysophides. Chrysophides drops back to Brown. Chrysophides. Across, wide shot to Morin. Out off of Blanton. It's very interesting to see the way this Bears backfield operates. Bears defense folds in very, very far into Buccaneers territory. Really can't hang. Across to Belcher. Belcher, the arc deflected. That was off of Boriolo. Selmayer, a boot. And Karich is right out in front. Looked like it might have been destined for a bar. Karich out to make sure that it didn't come anywhere near that net. Selmayer chasing it down after the punt. Quindley, deflection. Belcher.
Make that run.
Belcher stops to collect. Morin, deflection again. Bucks back to the controls. Quindley up ahead. The Buccaneers just have not been able to hang on for very long. Selmayer sends a rocket ship out of bounds. Bears trying to clear. Ganshaw. And it ends up wide at the net. Bears have had easy going so far in the first half. Under 16 to play. Hitting the deck was Reddish, and now the foul is called. Bears will make another sub. Clancy will get a breather. Coming in her place, Jenna Sweeney, freshman from Wilmington. It's a free kick for Mass Maritime. Taken by Lelieve. Headed promptly by Selmayer. Blanton, airtime, wants to set up Podchayski, but getting in front is Selmayer, and the play is whistled dead, offsides. Slick defensive play by Selmayer, who's able to put herself in front of it and start to get a stop, but just after the offsides. Selmayer, the boot, she puts a heck of a lot of distance on each of those. Belcher trying to slide up in front. Trying to chase it down is Souza. Buccaneers will give up a corner kick. This is the first corner of the day for Bridgewater State. Maritime has already taken 2. Service in. Bucks trying to clear. Whistle, foul.
Here we go, Bears!
Player hurt on the foul appears to have been Jackie Damry. She's walking it off. Damry, a local. Product of Silver Lake Regional High School. So too is Maher, who has possession now. And kicks it out of bounds before Souza can get in there. Whistle stops the play before the toss in.
I see you, girl! I see that smile! Where are you focused?
1-0 Bears with 13 to play in the first half.
Hey, Max! Get it going, Max!
The crowd is feeling themselves today. Toss in from Maher. Trying to keep it in is Belcher, and she does. And she and Maher push off of each other. No whistle. Chrysofides across to Souza. Souza trying to set somebody up. Deflected just high. A threat from Chrysofides, but the Bears can't complete. Whistle blows the play dead. That was Chrysofides hitting the deck. Bears ball. And Selmeyer, the one squaring up for the free kick. Under 12 to play in this first half. Selmeyer, the kick, straight shot, but direct to Blanton. Blanton gets it back. Through, direct to Keller. Keller, space up, Maher deflects. Rotondo takes a fall. No whistle on the play. Maher sends it out of bounds. Rotondo came in, a substitution for Varilli. Rotondo, a Cape Cod native, East Sandwich. Played her high school ball at Upper Cape Tech. Belcher across. Morin. Well wide. Goal kick for Karich. Rotondo. Sweeney. Chasky. Bucks lose it. Chased down by Brown. Brown deflected by Rotondo. Trying to keep it in bounds and just barely does. Ganshaw. Deflection from Lessard back to Keller. Keller across to Selmeyer. Out of bounds. After that first Belcher goal, the offensive momentum has slowed to a dribble for both sides. That ball hits the roof of the scorer's cart. Everybody's getting into the action. Balls in the stands, balls in the scorer's cart. You can't get away from it today. Chrysophides across to Brown. Souza just keeping it in, but it's straight to Blanton. Belcher doing the dance. Blanton kicks it out. Bears ball. Brown. Rotondo chases it down and kicks it out. Surface in from Brown. Souza. Back to Brown. Kicked out by Blanton. Bucks trying to pin the Bears into that corner. And doing a good job of it so far. They're darn near about to do it again if Blanton has her way. And this time I believe the Bears get caught off sides. Eight to play in the half. 1-0 Bridgewater. We saw one early goal from Michelle Belcher, and since then the goal scoring has gone cold for both sides. Blanton. Selmayer trying to pick her off. Kicks it out. Maher. Lazy dribbler. Easy work from Levesque. Brown. Across. Maher deflects it out of bounds.
Make sure he's not in your hat. My hair's all messed up. God, that would be horrible.
Chrysophides back to Brown. Out of bounds off of Brown. No, I stand corrected. Must have been Rotondo who got a foot on it at the end there. That one's going to be out off of the leap. Both sides giving each other tedious possessions in the closing minutes of the first half. Blanton will head that one out. Buccaneers are doing everything in their power and succeeding, especially in the last 7 or 8 minutes or so, in keeping the Bears from really getting anything going. They're just getting stuck out of bounds. Sweeney sends one directly to Karich, right there. 5.5 to play in the first half. Karich, the punt. That one's got distance. Trying to hang on. Trip ball is Podchaski. Foul on Bridgewater State. Crowd was not pleased. But Podchaski did hit the deck, and it's going to be a free kick for the Buccaneers. Setting up looks like it's going to be Julia Quindley. Quindley the boot, well high. Levesque is spared and will take another goal kick. Under 5 to play in the half. Chrysophides. Brown watched by Rotundo. Up to Belcher. Belter by Blanton. Headed by Ganshaw. Rotundo. Up ahead to Deschamps. Deschamps with the footwork back to Maher. Tries to arc it in. Deflected. And that one is just wide. One of the biggest scares that this Buccaneers offense has given Logan Levesque all day. That was Luliv with the shot attempt. Podchaski on the side. Bears pick her off. No Buccaneers there to collect after the long send backwards. Brown directly to Rotundo. Hanging on, she nearly coughs it up. Little over 2 to play in the half. Bridgewater leads at 1-0. Keller across to Selmayer. Selmayer, speed on that one. Lessard. Inside, Souza. Through to Morin. Souza trying to hang on. And before any pairs of bare feet can close out, Karich collects. Under 1.5 to play in the first half. Blanton sends that one flying out of bounds.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
A minute to play in half number 1. Belcher, foot control deflected by Podchaski. Pushing match between Souza and I believe Damery.
10, 9.
Bears have a corner
8,
with under 10 seconds
7,
to play.
6, 5.
See how this one goes.
4.
They're going to speed
3,
it up.
2, 1.
And just barely cleared as the buzzer maybe saves the Buccaneers from even harder work to prevent goal number 2. Bears with a 1-0 advantage after 45.
Coach Carvalho would love to give a shout out
watching
and a
women's
welcome
soccer
to former
here on the
BSU
Bears
player
Sports
Carolyn
Network. We'll be
Sessler
right
and her
back
high
with you
school
after
team, the
halftime.
Burke High School Bulldogs. Could we please ask Emily Schlosser, her family, friends, and former teammates to center field, please. Emily Schlosser to center field, please.
All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy. Lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Filled with catastrophe. But she knows she can fly away.
This afternoon, we would like to recognize Emily for her dedication as a player and coach for the Bridgewater State University women's soccer team over the past 15 years. Emily recently decided to step away from the game, and we wanted to take this opportunity to celebrate you, Emily. Emily was a goalkeeper from 2003 until 2006. She played in 53 games, had 23 wins, 21 losses, and 8 career ties. 292 saves, a 1.34 goals against average, 4,627 minutes played, and 13 and a half total shutouts. An all MASCAC selection in 2004 and 2005, ranked 4th all-time in wins, goals against average, and shutouts. Emily graduated in the class of 2007 with a degree in physical education. She coached in 2007, 2008, and 2009, then returned in 2015 and coached until last season, 2021. Coach Yaz had this to say about her former teammate, coach, and colleague. Emily has put her blood, sweat, and tears and knowledge into our program. Each year, she found a way to make coaching and this program a huge part of her life, while balancing a family and a very demanding job. Her success as a player here at BSU speaks for itself within her statistics. But if you want to see her coaching success and impact on this program, look directly down at the field. Emily was my coach for 2 out of my 4 years here at BSU, a former standout BSU goalkeeper and current assistant coach Lauren D'Souza, and former standout BSU goalkeeper and current assistant coach Kelly Souza are direct visuals of Emily's coaching successes. Coach LD has this to say about her former coach. Looking back at my collegiate career at BSU, I cannot dismiss the direct connection between my success and the continuous support of Emily Schlosser. Both on and off the field, Emily pushed me beyond what I thought were my limitations and taught me to never settle for good enough. Emily's display of character and her relentless commitment to the program were influential factors in both my development as a player and as an individual. Her coaching career inspired me to take on my journey of coaching and is a big reason why I returned to the sidelines of BSU once again. Emily, I am beyond grateful for my journey with you at BSU. I am honored to have been able to call you my coach, my mentor, and now my forever friend. Coach Kelly has this to say about her former coach. Emily has been a coach, boss, mentor, and inspiration to me since the day I stepped into Bridgewater for preseason freshman year. She is someone who I can proudly say has helped shape me into the person I am today, and is someone who helped make my experience at BSU a great one. Emily is very much missed as a coach, but I am so grateful to still have her as a friend in my life, even though she made us wake up for sunrise for 6 a.m. training. I will never be able to say this enough, but thank you so much for everything you do and continue to do for me. Emily, we appreciate all the lessons you have taught us. We will continue to carry on your wisdom to all our future bears. Once a bear, always a bear. Thank you.
Filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground, and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds, and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. Tú dices que no me atrevo. Si supieras que yo ando a fuego, dime que tú juegas y yo lo juego. No lo dejemos pa' luego, no. Que la lucha se fue y la noche llegó. Ay, quiero saber si usted quiere lo mismo que yo. Dime pa' dónde vamos después de la playa. Si no secamos, yo traigo la toalla y de nuevo nos mojamos. Pero en mi cama te voy a dar tabla de selfie, yeah. Dime pa' dónde vamos después de la playa. Si no secamos, yo traigo la toalla y de nuevo nos mojamos. Pero en mi cama te voy a dar tabla de selfie, bebé. Dime, ¿vamos para el mambo o no vamos para el mambo? Tú me dices, mami. Zumba. Hoy sí que sí. Dime pa' dónde vamos después de la playa. Si no secamos, yo traigo la toalla y de nuevo nos vamos. Pero en mi cama te voy a hacer tabla de selfie, bebé. Mami, tú vives lejos, pero como quiera yo voy a buscarte. Porque tú estás buena y te lo mereces. Al frente del mar es que yo quiero darte, pa' que se pongan contentos todos los peces. Y tú estás mojando, estoy ready pa' saltearte. Tranquila que yo sé que te a veces la otra vez en la playa te pasa.
It's our party, we can say we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want, we can screw who we want. It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want, we can screw who we want.
Red cousins, sweaty bodies everywhere. Hands in the air like we don't care. Cause we came to have so much fun now. Have somebody here might get some now. If you're not ready to go home, can I get a hell no? Cause we gonna go all night till we see the sunlight. Alright, la-di-da-di, we like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who found that light? We can't stop.
trompeta derecha, trompeta izquierda, levanta la mano, manos arriba y manos abajo, trompeta derecha, trompeta izquierda, la trompeta de DJ Davey. Sigue, sigue, roll.
45 down, 45 to go here on Senior Day at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. Bears women's soccer beating the Buccaneers of Mass Maritime 1-0 as we start the second half. Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network. I'm Matt Donohue on the call here with you. Bridgewater State, after an early quick goal by Belcher, since not had the momentum, and neither, frankly, have the Buccaneers. Neither side has been able to get a whole lot going on the offensive end of this match. They're both going to continue, no doubt, to defend each other to the death throughout this second half. Selmayer early trying to set somebody up, but it's headed out of the way by Blanton. Belcher, wide. Just thinking about goal number 2. But it does not become a problem for Reagan Karich. Karich, an elevated save percentage. She's a very competent goalie. Belcher literally stuck it over her head for that first goal in the 12th minute. Brown. Inside, deflected by Damery. As we mentioned, it is Senior Day for Bridgewater State. 5 true seniors being honored. Ayers, Clancy, Belcher, Ganshaw, and Powers. Seniors as well were honored for the Buccaneers. Quindley, Podchasky, and Ariel and Jackie Damery. Belcher deflects it. Quindley, long ball. Bears trying to keep it in Buck territory. Robarge. Trying to finish the feed through is Reddish. Tripped around, just keeps it inside, but nobody there to benefit. Levesque gave it a big boot back. Two young keepers for each of these sides here today. Levesque, just a freshman from Rhode Island. Karich, a sophomore from Connecticut. Whistle and a foul, free kick for the Bears. Belcher trying to make something of it, but Damery clears. Selmayer can't chase it down in time. Gets the runaround. Looked like some extracurricular from Podchasky, maybe by accident, but no whistle either way. Reddish. Podchasky. Reddish again. And that time it rolls out off of Reddish. Selmayer got it just off of her in time. Whistle before the throw-in. Substitution's going to be made. Selmayer will get a breather. Coming in her place is Cheyenne Nelson. Sophomore from East Bridgewater. She'll throw it in. McDuffie. Reddish picked it off of her. Just missed with the head, did Belcher. Booted up ahead by Quindley. Brown collects with her own skull. Trying to grab it is Podchaski. Reddish on the near side. Bears let it roll out. Toss into McDuffie. Directly to Reddish. She nearly stole it. And this time Podchaski successfully comes away. Leave, excuse me. Belcher's goal notwithstanding, it's been quite the defensive fight. Were it not for a quick thinking long shot, it'd probably be double zeros on the scoreboard right about now. Just over 40 to play in the match. Big collision with Leave and Langton. Delaney Langton, who very interestingly, and this is rare, did not get the start. It's not often that we see Langton come off the bench, but she's effective either way. Brown. Slide up ahead. Shea leaves it. Booted out of there by Leleave. Both sides, excuse me, have shown themselves willing to simply sacrifice a possession in order to prevent any kind of momentum from developing. A lot of kicks out of bounds. Surprisingly few corners, just 4 between them, between these two sides. Slipping through, real slick play by Podchaski. Trying to maintain, watched closely by Clancy. Coming away is Langton. Right up ahead to Marr. Out off of Marr. Hitting the deck on the play that time was Chrysofides. Both sides grinding with just about 37 and a half to play in the match. And no stoppage time at all. Not sure if it's a MASCAC thing or a Division III thing or what, but we were informed as that one is just wide. Karich is spared on the play. A new set of policies, or at least one new policy coming into effect this season. No stoppage time at all. Not after the first half, not after the second half, nothing. 90 minutes and nothing more. So these two sides have just under 37 minutes to seal this one up one way or another. Marr on the far end. Tried to air it out, instead left it with the Bears. Nelson across. Robart trying to get it. Robart just out. The setup for the setup was just a little bit too far down the field. Brown trying to break quick and set up Shea. Shea and Blanton into it on the far side at the edge. No foul, but it's out anyway. Goal kick for Karich. Aired out, big stop by Karich, trying to close it up, a slip. Belcher wanted goal number 2. McDuffie slid in to try to finish the job, but couldn't stay on her feet for the moment. And the Buccaneers have a big scare with 35 left in the match. Robarge. Nelson back to Robarge. Robarge feed through to Belcher. Clancy. Drop to Brown. That was the closest thing to a hardcore offensive play that we've seen from either of these sides in probably about 30 minutes of game time. Belcher hitting the deck. Back on her feet, wants a word with the official, but is the beneficiary of the foul, and she'll get a free kick. Michelle Belcher counting her work today. 10 goals, 9 assists on the season. Total of 29 points. She'll leave the free kick for Langton. Slow roller, right to Belcher, deflected by Podchayski out of bounds. Good setup, well high from Robarge. A little bit too much juice, puts it through the uprights. Under 33 to play. Belcher. Stopped up by Marr. That one's going to be out off of Belcher. Bears have been trying to bring it to the Buccaneers here in the second half. And a couple of close calls, but as of yet, some limited success. Trying to set up McDuffie. McDuffie just out with it. And the out of bounds, finally, that was really late. Everyone stopped, assuming the out of bounds had been called. Robarge nearly took the initiative and finished the play. It was just inches away from the ball when the late call was finally made. Robarge through traffic to Shea, reflected back. Belcher, long ball, hits the crossbar. Finished up out of bounds by Blanton. It'll be a toss in for the Bears. And the cold streak is starting to heat up a little bit. Belcher trying to give a lot of work to crossbars in just the last 5 or 6 minutes. Bears get a corner kick now. Belcher taking it. Service in, Robarge again through the uprights, just high. Logan Karich has not given up a goal through the first 15 minutes of this second half. But it has been a half to remember for her. Some close calls, largely from Belcher. Robarge chased down by Boriolo. Robarge wants to set somebody up, and just in the nick of time, deflected by Blanton. Reddish. Langton intercepts. Robarge. Across, McDuffie. Back through to Robarge. Robarge wants this to be a setup. Just a little too far for Chrysofides. Clance wants to set somebody up across this time, but it's wide. Not enough cut. Bears get another corner. Langton this time doing the honors. The boot, not a ton of spin, it's right there. Coming out and grabbing it is Karich. Under half an hour to play in the match. 1-0 Bears. Brown sees that one out of bounds. Barilli's going to get a breather. Rotondo will be her replacement. Lanton. Goal kick from Karich. Belcher. Trying to control, but it's snuffed out by Marr. Blanton trying to keep a grip, and it'll be another Bridgewater State corner. Langton again going to set up for that. Bears will make a sub of their own. Chrysophides will get a breather. Sydney Souza will replace her. Sophomore for sophomore swap out on the pitch. Langton, the kick, some cut, headed by McDuffie, headed back out. That one's going to be high from Clancy. Blanton sees this one out of bounds, hitting the deck at the last moment with Shea. No foul on the play. Brown. Marr. Brown trying to pull it away from Reddish. Up through, nothing but Bears. Big stop on the pass by Leave. Langton trying to break fast with it. Up ahead, Belcher. Belcher, long ball, wide. Some of Belcher's most dangerous shots today have come from long distance, most notably her goal. Under 25 to play in the match. Headed by Clancy, came directly back to Karich as a result. Shea. Shea across, trying to feed McDuffie, but blocked and out of bounds off of Blanton. Blanton repeats it on the toss in. Brown trying to find some kind of target. Marr this time heading it out. This is a classic defensive tactic that we've seen from the Buccaneers so far today, where they will simply just pin the Bears in a corner and not let them even toss a ball in. Whistle, foul, hitting the floor with Shea. Chesky seemed less than thrilled with the explanation she received from the official. There's with a free kick. Belcher. Quick deflection. They had her number on that one. Nelson retrieves. Bears cough it up. Podchesky, and it's deflected out of bounds by Langton. Podchesky with the throw in now well into Bears territory. The closest they've gotten to Logan Levesque for a while now. Clancy. Drop back. Gets it back from Nelson. McDuffie lets it roll out. Robarge. Robarge across. Belcher. Trying to navigate Belcher, deflection. Belcher wants a second chance, well wide, and she's not going to get to it before it rolls out. Call appears, in fact, to have been an offside. Must have come at the very last moment. No, I stand corrected. Goal kick it will be. No offsides call on Belcher, who's been very careful. Wouldn't have been like her to pick up such a call. Bears will make a substitution. Shea will get a breather. The fresh pair of legs in her place, Morin. Clancy. Across. Interrupted by Marr. Up ahead, Brown will retrieve. And she'll put it out off of Brown. Buccaneers have spent a lot of time in their own end, and they are certainly keen to start pressing the question here with Bridgewater State, something they must do in a 1-0 hole with 20 minutes left in the match. McDuffie across. Blanton's there with plenty of time. Morin trying to wrestle it away. Belcher trying to do the same. Whistle and a foul, and taking the free kick will be Lelieve. Brown. Slides it just past. Setup. It's a threat just out of bounds. A little bit too far for Podcheski to do anything with it. And it's a goal kick coming from Levesque. Under 20 to play. Bears lead 1-0 over the Buccaneers. Bears looking for their 4th conference victory. Buccaneers trying not to lose their 5th. Crowd here is largely tranquil but engaged. A lot of folks have come out to support their Bears today. And some Maritime representation in the stands as well. Certainly one thing we've seen is that folks travel here well when it comes to out-of-town fan bases. Earl Barge trying to break really fast. Quick stop to avoid the offsides. Across to McDuffie. McDuffie, airtime. Big push by Karich. Reagan Karich with a huge stop on that one. But she'll give up a Bears corner kick. Langton will take it. She's taken a couple already today. Bears trying to make this 2-0 with 17 left in the match. Not much cut. Bucks able to clear. Inside, Belcher. Wide. Reagan Karich with a couple of big plays escapes danger. Souza pulls it away from Marr. Trying to close, set up for McDuffie. A lot of buck feet interrupting. A couple of bodies hit the floor, no whistles at all on the play. That was a mess right there. Letting it go out is Reddish. And she'll leave it for Marr to do the honors. Bucks deflected it out, now it's back Bridgewater's way. Fight to keep it in, a fight that Bridgewater loses. McDuffie, watched by Blanton. Whistle, foul. Ball came to the official's feet, but it was just after the whistle had been blown. Fouls on Bridgewater. Leave with the free kick. Brown trying to send it back both sides. And it's out. Bears have done a good job thus far keeping it out of their own end or preventing danger. That was out. Pass from Keller was trying to hit Robarge, but just over the line. Service in from Borriolo. That was going to roll out before Morin can get to it. Goal kick coming for Karich. Under 14 to play in the match. Bears lead 1-0. Buccaneers need a score and they need it fast. Reddish. Picked off. Toss ahead. Marr in front. Kicks it out. Bears corner. Bears will be taking their 7th corner of the afternoon. Buccaneers have taken just 2. A boot misses everyone. Robarge trying to salvage it but can't. Ruling is another Bears corner kick. Look to me from my angle, and maybe the officials are seeing something that I'm not seeing. Look to me from my angle that Robarge had kicked it just out of bounds and that it would more likely have been a goal kick for Karich. But the ruling on the field is a corner kick for Bridgewater. Langton takes it. That one's in outer space. This time it really is a goal kick for Reagan Karich. .12 to play in the match. Back by Clancy. Robarge trying to square. Across, can't get it to him. Pulled back. That one's just barely out off of Podcheski. Some subs are being whistled onto the field. McDuffie is getting a breather. Brown is getting a breather. Clancy is getting a breather. Correction, Souza is getting a breather, not Brown. Souza, McDuffie, and Clancy to the bench. Their replacements, Lessard, Shea, and Powers, respectively. Powers among those seniors being honored today, so too is Clancy. Damery. Flexion the wrong way. Here comes Keller. Keller breaking. Keller up. Back to Shea. Shea drops back. Powers. Powers a long ball right to Karich. Ten to play. Bears up 1-0. Belcher trying not to lose it to Maher. Across. Maher deflected, and Belcher will take the Bears' corner. Corner. Just wide of the net. Robarge couldn't salvage it. And a goal kick for Karich. 9.5 to play. Bridgewater State, if they pull this out, will improve to 4-1-1 in the MASCAC standings. They are currently third and will likely stay there. Mass Maritime tied for last would either stay in that position or fall to last outright if they do not score, depending on MCLA's outcome. MCLA tied with them for last in conference play. Mass Maritime, however, with a higher overall average. That too, though, would be obliterated should they drop this match. They have 8 minutes to change that. Service in from Nelson. Came directly and hitting the floor is Rotondo. It's a foul on Bridgewater.
I know, I saw that too. I saw that too.
Oriolo the free kick. Deschamps couldn't navigate it much of anywhere, and it'll come to Lebec. 7.5 in the match. Lebec, a huge punt. Holy smokes. And this one's still going. Eventually collected by the Bucks. Blanton with the footwork. Up to Damery. Across to Deschamps. Feed through, and it's a big send back. Grab with plenty of time to do so is Karich. Langton, a midfielder who is posted deep in the Bears' backfield now. Not right now, but relative to the other positioning going on. Langton has spent some decent time in the Bears' backfield. And getting a breather and some applause is Nelson. For replacement Selmayer. Karich, goal kick. 6 to play. Bears lead it 1-0. Looking to improve to 9-4-2 on the year, 4-1-1 in the conference. Maritime trying not to fall to 2-8-3 and 0-5-1 in the conference. Bridgewater, which has spent so much of the year rolling. And Bridgewater looking for some morale as well. They've lost their last 2, including a conference defeat at the hands of Westfield State in Westfield last Saturday. That was the last time they hit the pitch. And they're looking to snap that losing streak now. Only time this season that the Bears have lost 2 in a row. With 5 to play, it's going back the Bucks' way. Keller. Slide up ahead was to nobody. Morin wanted someone. Seemingly Shea, but couldn't get her. And Bears trying to break now. Here's Langton out, off a deflection. Through to Robarge. They're still looking at that side angle. Robarge across, but it comes directly to Quinton. Bears get it back. Langton. Through again to Robarge. Robarge can't hang on. Bucks strip it away. Selmayer trying to interrupt. Can't. Bucks interrupt themselves. Robarge through. Nobody there to finish. And Karich pulls up. Buccaneers have less than 4 minutes to score and avoid falling to 0-5-1 in MASCAC play. Another lazy roller. Karich will grab. And interesting to note, actually, I'd like to correct some of my numbers. Mass Maritime is currently just second last in the conference. The worst record in MASCAC women's soccer belongs to MCLA. They are 0-5-1, not 0-4-1 as I previously erroneously indicated. MCLA defeated a 2-1 loss, very narrow, against Salem State yesterday. But Maritime, if they do drop this match, and they have under three to change that. Trying to change that is Blanton. She gets interrupted. Feed through. Selmayer picks it up. Whistle, foul, Bears ball. Likely because of Selmayer falling down. As I was saying, if Maritime does drop this match, they will again fall down to tie for last in the conference. Right now they enjoy that second to last spot, not quite at the bottom. But the bottom could again be in their future. Under 2 to play. So 2 teams stand in front of Bridgewater State at the moment. That would be Fitchburg State and Westfield State. Westfield currently leading the pack, undefeated in conference play, 6-0, so there'll be no vaulting that as of yet. They have just defeated Fitchburg State, as a matter of fact. So Fitchburg sits at 4-1-1 in conference play, topped only by the current conference leader, Westfield. And if Bridgewater can hang on for 38 seconds, they will move up to tie for second place in conference play alongside Fitchburg. So not a whole ton of shifting in the MASCAC today, but certainly enough to raise an eyebrow, enough for there to be implications for both sides here at Swenson Field. Bears pretty much just playing keep away, and you can put a fork in this one. The buzzer rings and it's official. Bears move up to tie for second place in the conference. Maritime will slide back down to tie for last. And after 90 minutes, your final score, Bears 1, Buccaneers 0. A conference match that keeps both teams on trajectories they had coming in. And one with important implications for conference play as the season starts to come to a close. Again, your final score, Bears 1, Buccaneers 0. Thanks for joining us for some MASCAC women's soccer action here on the Bears Sports Network. I'm Matt Donahue saying thanks for coming along for the ride, and remember that every day is a great day to be a Bear. Take care, folks.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda,